was hilarious.
Dude, I loved it.
Oh snap! I missed that. I gotta go back, scroll up the chat.
Get out of here!
It was
What are you
green button.
doing? Hello, Team Absolution fans, far and wide. It's Thursday. It is time for that damage check after that minute hiatus. I went to Chicago and Matt forgot. And then the week before that, I think there was just nothing going on.
There was
nothing going on. But we're back. I'm joined with, of course, the Express Braxton Thompson, the Immortal Greed Matt, and myself, the captain, now with a flip head. We're going to wait another 2-3 minutes, let people trickle in, and then we will get fully started, and it will be grand. There we go. And then we'll get started, and it'll be great. We've been playing a lot of Duel Links lately.
So much Duel Links.
A lot of Duel Links.
I spent a lot of money on Duel Links.
Too much money on Duel Links. Nah, it's not too much, I guess. It's been a minute and a half. We're getting Sekiro tonight. Literally right after this.
I always love doing this.
Literally after this stream, we're going to be... that's what we're going to be doing.
I remember whenever I set up my action figures, I would do this and make them a monster.
Get out of here, kid. Don't mess with this flip head. Flip head's older than you are.
I had a flip head. I had the... What is his name? Jason? Yeah.
The Red Ranger?
Yeah, the Jason flip head.
This one is... What were you born, Matt?
94.
Yeah, this is older than you. The flip head is 94.
Well, then how did they get the flip head? Because they sold the flip head when I was...
You might have got the second round of flip heads.
I don't know, man. That looks just like my flip head. Same quality and everything.
Woohoo.
I think that might just be like when Power Rangers happened.
That might have been actually it.
You've seen Power Rangers Beast Morphers?
I have actually seen Power Rangers Beast Morphers, and I'm actually excited. I've seen now the first 3 episodes. I haven't seen episode 4. Maybe I've seen the first. I saw one today, but I don't know if it was the newest one or the one before. But it's been pretty good. I've been pretty happy with it so far. I just hope it keeps staying good. And I will definitely be buying some of the toys. I won't be buying all of them because that's a lot of toys. But I will be buying at least the Megazord because I am a Megazord hunter, and they're pretty good. So I'm a big fan. I recently got Titanus, and also Ancient.
Sit on this.
It's like
it sits on the top. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a weird like clip thing here. No, I don't remember how it goes.
Oh,
no, it sits up.
Yeah,
it sits up like this.
What are you doing?
Fixing Titanus.
Titanus. We got a show to do. Push in.
Just buy the Morpher. No, I'm gonna buy the Morpher, but I have to buy the Megazord because I have like the Megazords for a bunch of them.
This is a dusty Titanus.
I'll probably definitely buy it. Yeah, I mean it's old, and then like I don't know where the guy got it. I think he got it at the state sale. Anywho, all right, stop fiddling with it. Have itself.
Look, you have a box of toys here. I'm not gonna get distracted.
Take the Megazord to Springfest.
Well, is that the event in Atlanta? Was it Springfest?
Oh, yeah, it's Springfest.
Okay.
It's in the spring.
Maybe.
All right, Team Absolution fans, it is time to get started. It's been a little bit more of an exciting week this week, so let's get started here. All right, we're gonna start with the spoiler reel. As we tend to start, I'm going way back to March 6th.
Oof.
Because I don't think we've talked about this card, and I want to talk about it real quick. We'll give it a little bit of discussion here.
Go down a little bit.
This is a Link Joker. It's a common Tenkei Shield AK Grade 1. Treasured Child of the Nuclear Magnetic Resonance. Auto Rearguard. At the end of the battle, it boosted. If your opponent did not call a trigger unit for that battle, put it into the soul, and one of your units gets power plus 10k until the end of turn.
It's neat.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of card. I like this, like, this whole, like, super, like, mind gamey, like, did you not do this thing? Like,
all the new Link Joker Grade 1s are, like, super, super interesting.
I'm like, a huge fan of this stuff. What do you think, Braxton?
I like plus 10k. Plus 10k is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Punishing players for not guarding is like really funny.
Also, Fueling Soul. I don't remember how much Soul Link Joker needs to eat up, but Fueling Soul is always good.
I think that was actually a discussion we did have where they did have a soul issue. I want to say we had the discussion with them.
I know they definitely had a CB issue. I know they've got the counter charge, but still, this will be good for Fueling Soul. It's awesome.
I'm a fan. Absolutely a fan. We're going to skip the Bermudas because I'm tired of fish.
Fish.
Oh, we got to talk about this. All right, so Blaster Rapier we never covered.
I feel like there are older cards we should have covered. Do Rapier, let me see.
Blaster Rapier, continuous rear guard. If you have 6 types of blasters, 6 type of units with blaster in their card names, this unit gets power plus 15k. And then when it attacks, if you have a Vanguard with blaster or Arc Saver, you can look at the top card and put it at the top or bottom. Actually, I think we talked about this already. I want to say it's possible, but it's still a good card.
Did we? Oh, we didn't talk about Jack or Claydol, did we? I don't think we on Damage Jack.
Probably not.
Oh yeah, shit.
Brax, what do you think about Blaster Rapier? As the man, the original. Okay, so really quick, little quick sidebar here because it's important, but it's got to be a quick sidebar. So, Braxton is the MLB expert when it comes to pure blasters. All right, I played Royals for a very long time, but Braxton was always ML. If it was a deck that could play MLB, which was Majesty Lord Blaster back in the day. Now it's Messianic Lord Blaster.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was an MLB deck, Braxton was about it. If it was any other Royal deck, I was about it.
Yeah, literally that.
So what do you think about this, Braxton?
I like that. I get to check the top card. I'm feeling real OTT like.
I mean, this is the Masaki one.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, it's the Masaki card.
Good old scrying.
Good old scrying. The whole needing 6 other dudes, though, I'm still on the fence about that.
Yeah.
Sister one was kind of good.
Like, I need.
Oh, it's actually pretty. Yeah. But I think it's a promo though. Yeah, it's a promo.
Yeah, but it's good though.
All right, we'll talk about this promo real quick. Battle Sister Panatone. This is a OTT card. Act, cost, put this unit in your soul. Look at the 2 top cards from your deck. Put a card among them on the top of the deck. Put a card among them on the bottom of the deck. And until the end of the turn, the power increase of your next trigger effect gets power plus 10k.
Solid.
It's a really nuts trigger.
And that is
really nuts promo.
Yeah.
It's really good. This card is really good.
Yeah.
For a promo, this card is really good.
Let's give OTT more support.
Yeah, but not even that, dude. Like, other people would die for a promo that's that good in a set.
I know.
Like, the card's so good.
They don't stop.
What do you think, Brex?
Why does it got to be a Battle Sister? My mind just like, I saw Battle Sister and I was just like, premium, no!
Wait, you don't like nuns?
Please, not like, no, he's talking about the premium fear.
I have no idea, but
it would be there.
That's all. I don't get it. But we'll talk about that later, I guess.
We'll talk about that news.
Yeah.
These are all promo stuff. I don't want to talk about it.
You want to talk about promo stuff?
No, I really don't like talking about promos.
Why?
Because I don't know when we're going to get them. There's some promos that still even aren't out yet.
Wow.
Whack.
Mermaids.
See, this is why Damage Check didn't have. Oh wait, but this one we can talk about.
Ooh, these are.
This is gonna make Braxton like. Oh, this made Braxton cry when this card came out. Shadow Paladin, grade 1, 5k.
Dead Armor Dragon.
Braxton, you all right?
Yeah, I'm here. I was dealing with a hooligan.
All right.
Keep him out of damage.
Broken in my house.
So, grade 1, 5k. Dead Armor Dragon. Auto rear guard. When your unit attacks, cost Soul Blast 1 and retire this unit until the end of that battle. When your opponent would call a card from his hand to Guardian Circle, he or she must call 2 or more at the same time. Braxton, what are your thoughts?
It's about darn time.
No, I can't just drop my PvD on your PvD.
More importantly, you can search this out with
the main. Yeah, that's the
real fear.
Yeah,
that is the fear. That is nightmare fuel, my guy.
The main, into Swordbreaker into this.
I'm just scared that I'm just wondering how many of your grade 1s are now going to be 5k? Like all of them?
All of them except for Sharon.
Sounds like a fun time.
Also, I love this guy's art. It's so freaking cool.
Can we talk about? So this is the Link Joker.
Well, both of them, honestly.
Yeah, I like both their arts. I think Matt, we can both agree that this Shadow Paladin promo is nuts.
It's fantastic. It's like exactly what Braxton wanted for this deck.
Absolutely, it's the final.
Literally what I wanted.
Machine.
Yeah.
What?
It's literally what I wanted. It's the only thing I wanted.
It's the final cog of the machine. Now I know. Now I actually don't want to hear anything about Gust Blaster. the talk stops here. Here's your guard restrict. Go home, would you please?
Your searchable guard.
No, we're not gonna go home because they should have been in the freaking set.
It's still searchable guard restrict.
Hey, you'll find a way to get it. I don't want to hear it. All right, you'll get it. You'll win games. You'll win tournaments. You're gonna be fine.
Now for this sweet grade 2 that makes me want to play Link Joker, though.
Before we move on even further, this card in premium. Oh God, no.
Yeah, this card in I don't know. I think this card in standard's still nuts.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's nuts all around.
I mean, it's a nuts card. A nuts card's gonna be nuts regardless of what format it's in.
Nuts all. Anyway.
So
Shredding White Blade Lapadium.
What you got?
Grade 2, rear guard circle. When an opponent's rear guard is bound by your card's ability, CB1, bind all the rear guards in the same column as this unit face down.
Counts your units as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like this card as much.
You don't?
Binds your own stuff too.
I still like it.
It's a full column bind, but like
you bind a guy on the left, you drop this guy on the right, and bind the whole right column for CB1.
I don't know. I'm still.
I like it. Plus, he looks sweet. I'm all about the art, man.
I mean, it'd be kind of good to like do like a full board kind of white because like you're saying you can bind one column and then it triggers a skill.
Drop him by himself and just nuke that column.
No, I mean it's good. Yeah, it's good.
Brax, what do you think?
Don't we have a grade 1 that does the same thing? Now we have a grade 2. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's true.
This deck has a lot of things to choose from. I'm really liking the variety they're giving Link Joker.
Yes, it does bind itself. It does bind itself too, and anything that would be behind it.
So it's better than the grade 1, arguably.
Well, it just binds the whole. It binds the whole thing. So.
Because it doesn't say other rear guards, does it?
You want to hear pings? It's gonna be funny.
You can mute it for like. All right.
Anywho, so we got those are 2 promos. Yeah, let's do this. Wait, what happened here?
What? Cog. Moot. Technical difficulties.
All right, we're good.
$5
for the man.
$5 for Cam. Hey, Brax, tell Cam you got a donation.
Wow. Cam, you got a donation.
$5 to the man
Cam,
the sandwich. What's in that sandwich?
Yeah, I was about to say, Cam, what sandwich you making, man?
Cam, what's in that sandwich? It's just chicken and cheese, literally.
Dude, you gotta add something to it, man. Come on.
No, what? You get some nice Chipotle mayo on there, man. All right, no.
Was this card good? I don't remember this.
What do you mean, why I said that? Because I'm talking to you. Because the chat wants to know.
Oh, yeah. Famous. Talk about the mermaid, the gift mermaid. I kind of like that.
Oh, yeah. We absolutely going to talk about this. Okay.
Chicken.
All right, we got to talk about this mermaid, guys, real quick. Let's get back to the train. All right. So,
you told me a secret recipe.
Nothing's in there.
Anezka.
Anezka's how you guys say?
Yeah, Anezka.
Anezka. All right. Heart Monopoly, Anezka. I'm going to hand it off to you, my friend.
Grade 4 Bermuda, 14,000 power. On Vanguard Circle, when you placed Highlander effect, reveal 10 cards from the top of your deck and shuffle. If all the normal units revealed have different names, you get a Force, an Excel, and a Protect gift in any order you want. I called this effect. But I kind of like it. I also agree, Mermaid's you, but this is kind of cool. We're not laughing at a donation.
We're not laughing at the donation.
Eternal knows we don't even need to justify this.
Yeah.
Eternal knows.
Eternal knows. We were not laughing at the donation.
I don't think any of us can really say a lot for Bermudas, but I think this card's really cool. There was a lot of I remember in the comments when this was revealed, there was a lot of back and forth about this card being broken or this card being terrible. What do you guys think?
You have to run it as a 1-0. I'm okay with it.
The whole deck's a 1-0.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you either see it or you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's where it all comes down. You either see it or you don't.
I suppose so.
If you ever get it off, wee buddy. Also, if you draw it in the late game and a lot of your deck is triggers, then it's going to be amazing because it's going to be less likely that. Granted, Highlander. Franz put it best, man.
Yeah.
Highlander be Highlander.
It's free too.
When you get it, it's going to be a great time. If you don't get it, you'll find another way to have a great time.
Yeah.
It's like when you're at the party and they have like a bunch of drinks, but like not a lot of them. So like if you like leave to go talk to someone and you come back and you don't find the one that you want, but there's still like another one and you're like, all right, well, babe, it's still a party. Like we're still having a good time.
Pretty much.
They don't have Smash Bros, but at least they got Mario Kart, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, Bermuda's Highlander. I'm interested to see this deck in action. As much as I'm tired of seeing all the mermaid spoilers, I'm really kind of interested to see it work.
I'm pretty astonished that that after everything I lost my train of thought here. Well, I'm surprised that after everything they decided to give another gift.
Oh.
Like give multiple gifts to one clan. Even though it is a card effect, even though it is incredibly like janky and rare, I think that's how cards start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like we all laughed at Mystery Flare when it first came out, and then like 15 sets later it became like a card that was actually possible.
What? No. Mystery Flare never became possible.
No. But they made a card with a similar skill that was possible.
Oh, but that's not the same.
It's kind of the same. But that's what I'm saying, though. Cards that start like this one is like very inconsistent. Probably not going to happen. Who knows what we're saying? Like 5-6 sets from now.
Yeah.
Like, all right, this is an Anzeki clone. You fill this cost, and then you get all 3 gifts.
Yeah. The precedent has been set now. So.
Yeah. Now no one can say the card doesn't exist. The card exists. It can't happen.
Yeah. Even though it is a grade 4.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's a one-off. But if you ride it, boy, are you sitting on money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, 14K base. Still not a terrible base to sit on.
No, definitely.
You
make Excel quite angry.
Grr. All right.
On to more swordmen.
Time to talk about the Blaster Boys. All right. First, we'll talk about Blaster Javelin. Grade 1, 8K. During the battle that it boosted, if you have a Vanguard with Blaster or Arc Saver in its card name, it gets plus 10K. Plus 2K. Way different.
Woo!
Plus 2K. Also, thank you, Ryan Flynn, for that 99-cent donation.
Yeah.
What I actually never met him. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching the videos.
Danke schön.
We appreciate you. Next is the second skill. When it boosts, if you have 6 units with Blaster in there with different card. Basically, I think the card text actually is translated as like 6 types of units with Blaster.
Yeah.
Which basically translates to 6 different blasters. So cards with Blaster in their name.
That's like an egg and a half.
A rear guard in your opponent's front row and bind it. So this is Naoki.
Yeah.
This
card's awesome too.
It's a good card.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely good card. Okay, they're all good cards, assuming you have the 6 different blasters on the board.
Yeah.
They're all cards, assuming you don't have that.
But I think
I don't know, man. 10K boosters are good no matter what.
I agree. Well, it's got a boost if you have a Vanguard Blaster or Arc Saver in its name.
And you're gonna have that. So
Hey.
what?
Not my Alfred boys.
Well, you're not playing the right deck then. Like what?
I agree with you.
we all know the spiritual miracle player who's going to be seeing every single different blaster every single game. They're going to be happy and sitting on their perfect board setup every time and absolutely destroying you, a good player who knows consistency, who knows how to build a deck, but they're still going to beat you.
I mean, Sam understands why I'm playing it because it's Power Rangers Blaster Edition.
Yes. No, this card's great.
No, this card's really good.
That bind is free, man. Like that's
the bind is free. Also, I'm actually really surprised because a lot of these cards have like pretty free costs.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna be able to Blaster Blade relentlessly.
Yeah.
Like you just be like every front row dude he has is dying.
Nah, because no, not really. Because you need your soul for other things. But I don't know if we talked about that card yet.
Wait, you talking about Arc Saver?
Yeah.
We talked about Arc Saver.
Okay. Arc Saver Soul Blast 3, man. You're not Blaster Blading everything.
I'm Blaster Blading it all.
Well, Arc Saver was also CB3, right?
Exactly.
I'm still Blaster Blading everything.
I'd rather Blaster Blade it. I mean, I get what you're saying because Arc Saver is your only way to get out 3 blasters.
Which is the whole point of the deck.
No, stop it.
I'd rather just call them all out.
Yeah.
If it were up to me, but I mean, it's a good point, Braxton. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah.
It's just that depending on who you're matched up, the problem I have. Okay, we'll talk about this after we talk about Messianic because like it's something I want to talk about while we talk about the blaster deck. So let's do and talk about new MLB, aka Messianic Lord Blaster, the hype man.
Woo!
What Braxton's been waiting years to see. Actual years he's been waiting for a new MLB.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of just like,
So continuous skill during your turn if you have 6 units with blaster in there with different card names. This unit gets the original power and critical of all your rear guards.
Take that all in. Take that in.
So I want you to. Is this D Police?
This card is the definition of if you don't have the PG, you're dead immediately.
You're just. It might be possible to guard it.
That's so big.
no, it's not.
That's like
unboosted
by itself.
It's and there's gonna be a booster. So
Yeah. Remember Waterfall?
If you had 4 heals in your hand, you could do it.
All right.
I'm just saying,
Mr. 4 heals in your hand.
It could happen.
And when your drive check reveals a card with blaster in the name, you can call it to an open RG.
To an open rear guard, which is really good because I was thinking about because we also have the other dude that says I forget we've talked about it a long time ago. I forget which blaster it is. Or you have 6 different blasters. All your blasters gain boost. So even if it's a grade 2, you can plop that stuff on the back row if it's got a different name, and you can still put some work in.
Mm-hmm.
Also a 10K booster.
Yeah.
Also, how you cheese your way into a win.
Also how you cheese. Also, that second skill is also how you cheese your way to victory.
It's true. But I mean, knowing our normal player luck, we're just going to see like 4 of grade 1s and not have different card names.
The first skill is like whoa, and the second skill is like really helps. It's a very synergetic card. It helps itself get out of like complete inconsistency and add some level of consistency to it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a fan of it. I like the card. I give it. I mean, it's not broken. It's just like the epitome of PG or die.
The card itself is 5 out of 5, but the deck itself, I think, is going to have a lot of problems getting to that optimal field, obviously.
We can talk about the deck in a second.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the card.
Card's fine.
The card's fine. I think the card's a good card.
Card's a good card. No Blaster Dark, though.
What do you think, Brock? This is your man. This is your boy. What do you think?
I like the concept, but having 6 different dudes, that hurts me. Like it's
a tall order. I mean, it's not an easy thing to ask for. It is definitely a tall order.
Like you have to have all of them. You have to have dagger, rapier, javelin, arrow,
and blade.
You have to have all of them. There's no workaround for that.
Is there another one?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
MLB.
Yeah. But you know what? This card's terrible because it doesn't have a rear guard skill.
I don't know if I agree with that.
That's what everyone was complaining about. No rear guard skill.
I don't care about that.
No one cares about that.
Oh, actually, apparently drive checking extraplet works. Hey.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, also exculpate is technically another one.
Yeah. It is.
But you can't call it, can you?
Yes, you can because it's a superior call. Superior calls don't have to obey the rule because the card says.
I meant normal call.
Yeah. No, you can't normal.
Yeah, but you can call it with the drive check skill.
Yeah, but I'm saying you can't normal call it.
Right, but it's technically a 7th blaster.
Yes.
That you have in your pocket.
Yes, it is.
So yeah. Really quick in terms of news, I want to cover news just for a second. News. The only thing I really want to cover is, and I'm gonna hand this off to you real quick. Who's getting all that love?
Now here's to hoping that is that actually what it's called? My glory's justice. Sono Hanasegi. Maelstrom and Iraido. Dude, Maelstrom with his funnels, he's back. Glory Maelstrom.
Gundam Maelstrom. Gundam Maelstrom is back.
Yeah, Glory is back, and he looks better than ever. God, I love Glory Maelstrom.
You really do.
And
you really do.
Okay, canon. This guy's gonna get guard restrict. Not canon. Just make my deck good, please. I don't want to run Naval Gazer.
But you're gonna have to run Maelstrom. Though.
Maybe not. Do you think they're gonna do him like a cross run?
No, I think they're gonna do him like Alfred, where you need an Alfred. It's gonna give you a skill. And it's gonna give you a secondary skill if you have Alfred a card with Maelstrom. Now, granted, I guess you don't have to run the old Maelstrom, but it's gonna be a little less. I mean, there are a lot of Royal Paladin builds that only run the 4 of Monarchs, and run 4 of Thingsaver and run 2 of Exculpate.
Because Alfred doesn't need the old Alfred.
Well, it doesn't need the old Alfred, but the old Alfred can help the Monarch.
Right, because you have to have 1 in soul to get the extra.
Yeah, because you have to have 1. So yeah, you can rewrite the 4, but for consistency's sake, you're probably better off having an Overlord or like an Alfred in the bottom.
God, he looks so cool.
And it gives you just something else to call. Like my build only runs 6 Alfreds. 4 of the Monarch and 2 of the original. And then I run 2 more Exculpates. Surprisingly enough, I've not misrided nearly as much as you think. Just in that one game, actually. Check out that game.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Now Tiz can't complain about Aquaforce stuff because we're getting more Aquaforce stuff. Tiz, I know you're not in here, but quit your bitching.
Speaking of Tiz, check out our sponsor.
He's starting fights in the Discord, but he'll hook you up for all singles, deck boxes, card sleeves, and boxes.
The Magic Satchel, check the description. It's in there.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm excited to see because in this set is also Deep Police as well.
Is it? I don't remember the set. It was Grand Blue. Grand Blue
Deep Police. It's Grand Blue Deep Police. So we definitely have to go in that set.
Yeah.
Because we need it all.
It's an extra booster, and hopefully we can get. Come on, Aquaforce. Oh, man.
Also, come on, Grand Blue. You need both those decks to get good.
To a lesser extent, actually, I think Aquaforce needs more help than Grand Blue.
Oh yeah, Aquaforce needs it.
I think Grand Blue needs one last get up here. But Aquaforce needs all right, let's start a Kickstarter for you, buddy.
It's like it's not as bad as Nova Grappler, where there's we just have to start from scratch.
Yeah,
we just got to start over. We did you dirty, but we're coming back.
I'm hoping so. Have we heard anything about the video game? Have we heard anything about the video game? I don't think anything.
No, nothing. Well, the good thing is the video game is going to come out for Switch, so I don't really care because it's going to be region free. So as long as the video game actually releases, I will probably own it and then just try to fumble my way through Japanese. Yeah, because I'll know what most of the cards do. It just will be an issue of figuring out the text of the game itself. Yeah. What about you, Braxton? What do you think about this? What are your hopes for this set? Do you have any hopes? I mean, you don't play any deck, so
yeah, exactly. That it's the Asia Circuit Part 2. I don't care.
Man.
I mean, I do want Aquaforce to be good, but not really.
Because we're gonna move on, dude. Fine. We don't know anything about the phone app game yet. Somebody made a joke about CFO. It could be very true. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm starting to believe that I don't think we're gonna get the mobile game at all, which is sad because I guess I'll just keep playing Duel Links.
Yeah, really.
I was super looking forward to it, but I mean, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. And they broke my heart with CFO. They'll break my heart again, but it'll be a less break.
I mean, let's be honest. Starting next year, we're dropping Card Fight altogether, switching to a purely Yu-Gi-Oh channel.
Whoa! Don't say that. Don't even wish that in existence. He was just kidding. He was totally kidding.
Nah, man, Speed Duel is physical now, so...
No, you both stop.
Anyway.
It was totally not true.
What are you talking about? Speed Duel is physical. That's totally true. Speed Duel is physical.
It's true.
Yeah, but it's in a bad shape, dude. It's like 3 decks. 6, actually, I'm sorry. That being said, let's move on to what we want to talk about today, which is actually just...
Hold on, before we move on. Actual important news. Not saying what you're not saying is not important. Let me rephrase that. Other important news. ARG Nats is standard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's just standard, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's exciting. Or not exciting. It depends on how you feel about it, I guess. I wonder how they came to that decision. Do you think it was based on turnout in the Circuit Series? Or do you think it was just they just made an executive decision they didn't have to want to run 2?
Well, if they made a post, I didn't read the post, so I don't really want to speak for them. If I have to take a guess, I mean, my guess would be, after you see Worlds and you look at the diversity in standard and the diversity in premium. Welp.
Yeah, no.
Granted, I hear premium since the list is a little bit more diverse now, but still.
Yeah, I if I had to take a guess, I think it's based on turnout.
Oh, Fran said turnout. Nice.
Yeah, if I had to take a guess, I was best. I guess it was based on turnout. But that's not 100%. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's my guess.
Eternal, you're well aware that you're already in too deep. You can't leave us even if you wanted to. Even if we did switch to Yu-Gi-Oh.
We're not switching to Yu-Gi-Oh though. Stop saying that. I left that game and I'm not going back to it ever again. Physical.
So what do you guys think about the grade 3 Kagura? Man, that's one way to get questions. Just donate.
So what do you guys think in the promo? Okay, so now we have to talk about
it. Redacted.
I like that it's redacted.
Yeah, I was like,
a part of me was like, is that?
I was like, did he take $5?
All right, so I'm assuming it's this Dualax Dragon.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
so
that guy.
Dualax is Vanguard Circle. Cost CB1, ditch a card from hand. Retire all of the rear guards in your opponent's back row. And until the end of turn, when they would call a card from hand to Guardian, they must call 2 or more.
I'm a fan.
That's kind of cool.
And until end of turn, so it's really good. It's a good card. Don't get me wrong.
I feel like here's my thing. I like the card a lot, but I feel like it's another finisher because you don't want to be ditching a card from hand every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if they stop playing back row, right? So, if I think of it, it's the same vein as a finisher, then I have to compare it to Waterfall. And then I look at Waterfall, and I'm just like, why not?
And then I'm like, why not?
That's true. But you of all people, Braxton, know how satisfying it is to nuke the back row and then sit there dropping little puny guards for their 3 units in the front the entire game, because I know that's what you love doing.
I mean, here's the thing, though. If you're playing Dualax, you're putting your force markers in different spots, whereas if you're playing Waterfall, all the markers are going on Waterfall.
That's true.
I think it's a really good. I think it could be a really good first ride to push in some damage. I mean, in a weird way, I could totally see like a Dualax Dragon Waterfall deck where you like ride this, push them to 5 as fast as possible, drop Waterfall for game while draining their hand, and then win.
I mean, it's possible. You don't have to necessarily push them to 5, but yeah.
You don't have to push them to 5, but I'm saying you can push them to 4 a lot quicker, and they're going to notice what you're trying to do, so you can deplete their hand while you're pushing them to 4. So,
I know you don't want to talk about these promos, but they're all really cool.
I mean, we don't have time, man.
I guess so.
As much as I would like to.
Can we talk about Mud Monster, though? I like Mud Monster.
We can talk about Mud Monster.
All right, okay. Mud Monster Drowhead.
Excuse me?
Auto Guardian Circle. When placed, cost CB1. Your opponent cannot boost until the end of turn. The current boost for that attack are active. I love that card.
Is that like, what?
It's the Mudman.
Yeah, but what clan is that?
It's a D-Police.
That's actually a really good card.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's a pretty good card. I'm not going to lie.
Turn off their boost, man. Thank you, Marky. The Noah promo is hot. I want to fuck robots.
Oh my god,
dude, you're killing the stream.
Anyway, Ben the Ghost is terrible. Drowhead's cool though. Do we know when we're gonna get any new promos though?
I don't know. I don't know when the new set comes out because I'm assuming that these are all going to be in like you're saying, promo pack 4, and we still don't have promo pack 3. I don't think.
Yeah.
We're still in promo pack 2.
That's true.
Well, I think I haven't been to GT in a few weeks, so I don't know if we've gotten it. But yeah.
No, this is a sweet round of promos, I will say that.
It is actually, they're all really playable.
Mm-hmm.
Except maybe the Royal
Neil.
Yeah.
So
thanks, friends.
Yes.
That being said, all right, now let's talk about the topic for the day. We don't have much time to talk about it. So blasters. I want to talk about them overall, okay?
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Got you.
So go ahead and get this discussion out of the way since it is something that we need to talk about. So the first thing for me that I want to talk about when it comes to blasters
get some water real quick.
is I like the deck and will probably play the deck as a second Royal Paladin deck because I think it is a little too inconsistent, obviously. But more importantly, it's a self-set contained deck. aside from the triggers and aside from the PG
Doesn't
and
redact.
maybe one extra grade 1 slot and exculpate, which sounds like a lot, but that's not a lot. Like, you go pick up your exculpates, which are kind of expensive, I think now. You pick up your triggers, you pick up your starter, you pick up the PGs. That's like all like what? Like, you can probably get. I mean, if you don't like
For the core of the deck?
yeah, because
Like,
that's probably like
$20-$30.
yeah. Well, it depends on how many exculpates, like how much exculpate is.
Yeah.
But like, we're not talking more than like 60. I don't think. And then like a grade 1 if you want to run Marin or Allen, those are both super cheap after the reprint set.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else is self-contained in that set, which is both good and bad. It's good because like new players that want to play Royals, they have this deck instantly available to them.
Does it reprint all Royals? Like
This set?
Yeah.
No.
okay.
I'll talk about like there was a reprint set back in the
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
there was that reprint set that introduced exculpate.
Okay.
So my problem with that is that one, as a person who has played Royals throughout, like K and Bedivere are amazing cards, but they have no place in this deck at all. So so it's kind of sad to see those kind of cards go to the wayside. And I just think that overall this deck is, while very powerful, also kind of inconsistent.
Incredibly.
And with that, I'm going to hand it over to and the last thing I wanted to say, and this goes to Braxton's point about Arc Saver earlier, is I think Arc Saver, I think the deck's just like a turn too slow. Because like, so you're going to get beat up, you're going to Arc Saver, you're going to call the dudes with Arc Saver, you're going to heal one, which is nice. But then they could easily just kill your dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you're back to square one trying to get your Messianic Lord Blasters out.
Yeah.
So that's my overall problem with the deck so far. But I am going to build it. I do think it's cool. I just don't think it's as good as it should be, but that's just me.
Yeah.
So, Braxton.
Yeah.
Retorts, defenses, discussions.
Here's my problem, right? So as far as we know, because we still have I think we still have commons and rares left to reveal. If we don't get another blaster, we're like 3 cards short of all blasters, basically. Like there's gonna be like 3 to 4 cards in the deck slot. There's gonna be something else, which is a problem. Arc Saver being like a turn too slow is a problem. No counter charge so far is a problem.
Is it a? Well, hold on. So let me bring that retort though, because I actually don't think counter charge is a problem in this deck. I think Arc Saver makes counter charge a problem in the deck. Don't get me wrong, but also Arc Saver and Blaster Blade and whatever that grade 1 you put in the deck is pretty much the only CB you're using, I think.
For the most part, yeah.
Like, and then exculpate if you run him, and you want to attack his whole board.
I think you should.
Well, attack his whole board?
Just run exculpate.
No, you're definitely going to run exculpate.
Yeah.
I'm just speaking to the people out there who are like, I don't want to run exculpate.
Who says that?
Technically, you don't have to, but you should. But it's also important to know that exculpate's the restanding skill is free.
Yeah,
it's only the attack everything skill that is on. So, I comparatively to like the Royal Paladin deck of today, it's a lot less counterblast heavy. A lot more happens for free.
True. No argument there. Also, like going back to what we were talking about yesterday about Arc Saver. I mean, there is a slight possibility that some people might just play Monarch instead of Arc Saver just to try to refresh the Blaster Blade at a cheaper cost.
I guess I could see that, actually.
My problem, I mean, I could see people doing it, just like people ran Soul Saver with. I mean, I think it will happen.
Well, what else do you do if you don't have your Messianic? What do you do?
Well, you can ride Arc Saver.
I know, but how do you kill your opponent? You're super vanilla.
You're super vanilla. I absolutely agree. So, but you don't get a crit with Monarch unless you rewrite him.
I suppose so.
But he does give blasters. No, wait.
He gives Blaster Blade 10k.
Yeah, he gives Blaster Blade 10k.
But he has to be on the board anyway, so it's like whatever.
Well, to do it, yeah. He doesn't have to be on the board at that state. I mean,
but I mean, like, if your end game is to get all 6,
then yeah, you would have to be at the board at some point. No, I absolutely agree. But I just think.
Also, he gives you the extra. He's 10k shield, which is hella relevant.
My bigger problem with using Arc Saver has actually nothing to do with, a bigger problem against using Monarch has nothing to do with that. It has to do that riding riding Monarch or any Alfred or any other grade 3 instantly turns off everything else in the deck.
Not everything.
It turns off every other blaster except for Blaster Blade, and whatever grade 1 you put in there requires you to have a blaster or arc saver in Vanguard.
Now, some of them require you just having 3 other blasters.
Okay, but a majority of them require you to have.
I think it's an even split. Not that it matters, but.
What'd you say?
I think it's an even split. Not that it really matters. I'm just saying it's not as vanilla as you think it is. Paul, let's just check real quick.
Yeah, because I'm going to say, dude, like, I'm pretty sure I read Blaster and Arc Saver a lot in reading a lot of the blasters.
Let's go.
I don't have a whole heck of a lot of input, but I mean the deck just feels hopelessly anime to me.
I mean,
but here's my thing though. Even if you're on Arc Saver, like, and your blaster is like, so like, what am I saying? So like, Javelin goes from being 8K to 2K, which, it's 10K boost, so that's nice and cool. Depending on where you put it, it's now hitting an extra stage. That's all right. Rapier is checking, is oracling a card for you. That's nice, but like it's not like game changing in any sort of way. So I guess the argument is, do you want to be kind of sort of relevant, or do you want to have an arguably cheaper recycle?
I would rather be somewhat relevant, like 10 out of 10 times. Because, like, what you're describing is you're basically saying, like, yeah, all the other skills are very minute, but what you're saying is, would I rather have skills or whether I play Vanilla Vanguard? And I'd rather have skills. They go off.
I mean, even if you're on Monarch, the Blaster Blade's still 20K on its own. You can use his skill.
Yeah, no, he's 20K and he's 5K. I absolutely agree that, like, Blaster Blade gets beefed up by it. But unless you have 2 Blaster Blades in the front row, like I'm just saying that the rest of your entire deck gets turned off by it. Or even if it is 50%, that's still 50% of your deck that dies the instant you ride it. Not dies, it becomes very vanilla-esh.
I mean, your deck is also sort of vanilla-esh when you're on Arc Saver, because if you're on Arc Saver, you still don't have 6 different blasters.
Right, but at least all your other cards do their individual things. Because they all say Blaster or Arc Saver. So they still activate. They have skill. They have utility outside of that.
Let's do...
Okay, so one of the commenters says everything but Blade and Arrow is offline. Turns off.
Everything but Blade and Arrow? Okay.
Everything but Blade and Arrow turns off.
Thank you.
That's a lot. That's like most of the deck.
Yeah.
Which is why I have a problem. I mean, I think that running Monarch isn't a terrible idea. I'm not saying that. I think it adds more inconsistency to an already inconsistent deck.
Yeah, definitely.
And especially when, Raxon, just a couple minutes ago, you were talking about how you need Arc Saver to search out the blasters.
Oh, yeah, no, and I still believe that, but there are other options that we can explore, good or bad.
Right. I mean, sure. I mean, at that point, I'd rather just, though, if I had to pick one, instead of Monarch, I'll just drop Soul Saver and make it just a giant board. But then if I'm going to exhaust that kind of soul, why not just actually run the Arc Saver?
Or just run different Royal Paladins.
Exactly. Like, there's a reason why we didn't bring up Soul Saver to begin with.
I agree. And to be honest, that's what I'm saying. I think that this deck and the deck as it stands today are going to be like 2 different builds of Royal Paladins that play against each other. One being incredibly powerful, but very inconsistent in my, or at least, I don't want to make drastic claims, but very inconsistent.
Look, here's the thing. As it stands right now, because we still have cards that haven't been revealed yet, it really comes down to, are we getting another blaster or no?
I agree.
And before someone tries to argue me in the comments, again, like I'm not saying there isn't going to be another blaster. I'm saying is we don't know.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I still think the deck will be kind of inconsistent. I mean, granted, it could happen. I think that Bushiroad was very scared. Granted, I will say this. Given the way the card texts are written, of course they probably did this knowing that, but like had the deck decided to abandon, like if the deck hadn't been different blasters, the deck would have been nuts.
Oh yeah, most
The
definitely.
deck would have been stupid good.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You guys keep saying Blaster Sword. That's not confirmed. Like, is Blaster Sword confirmed or like?
I mean, I haven't seen it, and I've been checking spoilers. But apparently, everyone's saying we should get one that's called Blaster Sword.
I mean, but here's the thing: all but guaranteed is still not guaranteed.
Could also be just utter trash.
I mean, I don't really care if it's trash at that point. We just need another blaster. We just need the name at that point.
The deck's still incredibly inconsistent. I don't think it'll matter.
I mean, Dagger's a pretty bad card, but it's a blaster.
He's a blaster.
Huh? This deck, I think, is going to be totally irrelevant. I don't know about premium, but standard, I don't think it's going to do a dang thing.
Some guy in Asia is going to top with it. I believe that.
It'll hike up prices. Tiz will be happy.
I'll build it because me and Brax are going to build it because that's what we do. We're going to test it. That's going to. I'm actually the most exciting thing I'm excited to do is Braxton to have his MLB deck versus me playing Alfred on camera / stream. That's going to be hype because we haven't done that since. I honestly don't think we've done that matchup, like both playing Royals
season 1.
Since we met.
Yeah,
in 2013.
All right, then if these extra blaster cards are coming out, I'm gonna hold my judgment until after we see them, because as it stands right now, this deck's kind of a mess.
Dude, we still need Blaster Gun, we still need Blaster Trebuchet, and Blaster Shield, all right?
What about Blaster Scythe?
I also need Blaster Slash.
Are you telling me they don't have a Blaster Mobile? Come on, man.
Blaster Falcon. Falcon's not a weapon, but I just wanted one.
Blaster Falcon. It's Black Falcon.
No, he'd have to be a Blaster Dark. He'd have to be like a shadow, dude.
Blaster Tank.
Blaster. Blaster Halo. Like
it's like a Gaster Blaster, but a Buster Blaster.
Ooh.
Buster Blaster? Yo.
All right. That being said, let us know what you think in the comments. You know, are they super inconsistent? Both the people in the archive and the people in the chat right now. Let us know what you think. Are you excited for MLB Messianic Lord Blaster decks? Are you going to play it? Do you think it's going to be top tier? Do you think it's going to be kind of meh? Would you rather continue playing Royals in the state they're in now? What are your thoughts here? And while you're doing that, also send us these nice hashtag Ask Absolutions and let me know what's on your mind, what questions you got. We're going to take about 5 minutes worth, and then we're going to close out this damage check.
I like Marky a lot. I think I vibe with him. Marky, you're a cool guy.
Where's my blaster work?
What I do like about the deck, though, is that just in general, is that Arrow just can always help you pull out another Arc Saver for you to ride.
No, that's true. I really like that Arc Saver is able to be ridden.
Yes.
I think that is very clutch.
Mm-hmm. To this first Ask Absolution, I also wanted to mention, like I had a question earlier. Aren't we getting like more Royal support after this too?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, then that leads us to this question.
Hashtag Absolution, does Royals honestly have too much enough support? Yes. And also, that's what makes me mad about it. This goes back to my original point, is that this is an entire, almost, and if Sword is a grade 1, then absolutely entirely a separate deck.
Mm-hmm.
You will be able to build this deck minus the, well, all you have to do is buy a trial deck. Literally buy a trial deck and
get
build
the Blaster Blades.
and build the rest of it out of this. That's all you would have to do, which is great for new players, and I welcome that, but I also think that's why the deck is inconsistent. Is because they were fully aware from a cost perspective, it's a one-set deck. They don't want to do that. From a cost perspective, you don't want one set to build the whole deck that's like super tier 1, unless it's the first set that the clan comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Because after that, you want there to be more, you want to be able to buy combo pieces and stuff like that.
Don't say that. I don't want the grade to be bad.
No, the grade's gonna be great, dude. It's great. It's in the name.
I mean, Novell was also a good card too, and look at that.
Man,
Also, we don't even know what Ringer does or Brant. Jesus.
true. We got a lot to buckle in for.
I'm also surprised they revealed MLB before the Great or Azure Dragon.
Yeah.
Doesn't that mean Azure Dragon's gonna be the best card in the set, man?
But I do.
Sugar.
Okay, hold on, because we gotta answer these questions, guys. So, to answer your question overall, yes, it has too much support. That's my full wholehearted belief.
Yeah.
And I think it's agreed on the team.
Yeah. Stop it.
Now, given majority of support is revealed, would you recommend investing in Alfred Beats or Blaster going forward? I cannot make that call until I see this sword guy.
I'm gonna preemptively say Alfred.
I'm also gonna preemptively say Alfred.
Wow, way to just go back on your entire answer. Good job.
The deck's really good.
Game Bedivere, man.
Game Bedivere and Blaster win at 20K without having to have 6 dudes on the board. Kind of nutso spaguzzo, man.
What do you want the grade to do based on what we know on the skill so far? I see the fact that they haven't revealed it yet makes me think there's more to the skill than what they've shown so far. Kagro support will build out Waterfall. Never. Waterfall's too good of a card.
Yeah, Waterfall's too good of a card. It's too good of a finisher, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's just way too good.
Dude, please be Bluish Flames. I don't think it's gonna be Bluish Flames.
Oh, dude, if the next gold support was Bluish Flames, what I would give to see Bluish Flames back in the game again, dude.
I might build
Bluish Flames was one that had such a cool aesthetic, and so many. I mean, I didn't even play it, dude. I just loved watching Braxton play it.
I also just watched Braxton play it.
Watching Braxton play it. The only quip I had with Bluish Flames is that a game took forever with Braxton. Because, like, okay,
oh my God.
Braxton shuffles for like 15 minutes a shuffle. That's a slight exaggeration.
No, it's not.
But less than you think. And when he's playing a deck like Bluish Flame, where you're shuffling probably like 15 to 20 times, takes quite the amount of time to get to this game.
Hey man, why do I want to quicken the beat down?
I'm enjoying this.
2 out of 3. We'll be here for an hour and a half.
Current thoughts on brand support. I'm loving this interaction that it has right now. Makes me super happy. Like the interactivity that from the set that Brand's in.
I don't know what brand is, but...
That's the Link Joker boss.
Okay.
And then there was a question.
What would you like to see as bosses for AL4 Part 3? I don't know.
What do you think standard Dimension Police needs? More consistency overall.
Yeah.
The deck just needs to get more consistent. It's 2 glass.
How?
It needs.
So let's go even further. More consistent. How?
I just think we need grade 2s that do stuff. Either like a grade 2, grade 3 searcher would be kind of nice, or a grade 1, grade. I just feel like we're lacking dudes that do things. For example, what I'm generally saying is when I say like with my build right now, I have the car max whatever X
10K vanilla.
The 10K vanilla, and I think that any deck that has those could use a better grade 2. Because if I'm saying like this 5K shield is worth more to me than any other skill available to me at the time, I need cards with better skills.
That's fair.
That's my general analysis of like.
I see what you're saying. I don't necessarily agree with that though. But I'm sorry. Continue.
I mean, I agree that there are times where having a 5K shield is invaluable, and sometimes you'll run it. But in a lot of cases, I would say like I would rather have cards with better skills than have a 10K shield vanilla. I would just rather have cards with better skills.
Especially when Deep Police is already sitting on the idea that you're going to be running Dandy because of the shield. So you're just sitting there. Your grade 2s don't ever have a lot. I mean, obviously you drop Great Dayusha and you make their opponents, piss your pants. But your grade 2s don't do much on their own at all.
Well, also, another reason why I want grade 2s that do things is because in the first turn of which riding grade 3, I'm most likely resting them anyways.
Yeah.
But I need more con skills or like auto skills when Vanguard hits or auto skills when Vanguard attacks or something like that from a grade 2, grade 1 lineup so that I'm not afraid to rest them. Or like they still have some utility when they're rested for Great Dayusha. That's when I need for more consistency. I really don't need any other grade 3s, to be honest. I like Dayusha. I like Great Dayusha.
Yeah.
Granted, Great Dayusha works regardless of the grade 3 that's under him. So that's beautifully elegant in design, which means it'll never be completely, You
just have to make sure you can get to the power, yeah.
Yeah, make sure you can get to the power. So I'm interested to see what a Daikaiser could do. If we get Daikaiser,
We have to get Daikaiser.
I mean, yeah, we have to. Let's not lie to ourselves here. So that's my general thought. Going back to guard break would be a great thing to see, but I would really like to see Daikaiser. But if we it's not going to happen. But if we didn't get another grade 3, I think the deck could get some severe upgrades from the lower part of the deck and really get a jump in power. Because Dayusha is a great card, and Great Dayusha is a dumb card. I mean, from in a vacuum, Great Dayusha is a silly card.
It's very good.
It gives a bunch of power to the front row, and it gives you 2 drive checks.
Pretty cheaply costed.
It's cheaply costed. It's CB1. Like, really good card.
Yeah. I don't care how far ahead an advantage you are, you feel getting hit by Great Dayusha over and over.
Especially when, like, taking one at any point in time can be, like, very detrimental when you have the other 2 attacks in the line. So that's my general thought here. All right, that being said, I have to end damage check here. I want to thank you guys for watching. Braxton, I think, had to go somewhere, but we love you. As always, fans, please hit that. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Check out our sponsor in the description, the Magic Satchel. This is Braxton and the Immortal Greed and the Captain signing off. Peace.